Dwight, how do you sum up this season, the regular season and the postseason, in words?
The Houston Rockets find themselves in second seed.
Houston will face in-state rival Dallas in their first round.
Any initial thoughts on that at all?
We have to just play how we play.
Game 3 from Dallas.
Now we gotta amp this thing up, guys.
To the races to get.
Clippers, Rockets in the conference. Oh man, that's gonna be fun.
Houston may have a problem.
The Los Angeles Clippers take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series.
It's really win or go home, so we gotta show up.
Rockets trying to stay alive. It is Brewer for 3. And he hit it! One of the most stunning comebacks in the history of the NBA.
So now it's back to Houston for a game 7.
The Houston Rockets will play their first conference final in 18 years.
Houston Rockets against the Golden State Warriors in the NBA's Western Conference Finals.
And the Warriors take game 1.
We're down 2-0. We had 2 tight games there.
For the first time this season, the Rockets lose 3 in a row.
We can't give up on each other. We done come too far. We done been through too many battles.
Harden. James Harden from downtown.
The Rockets take it 128-115.
To force a game 5. That'll be Wednesday at Oracle Arena.
Curry gets it. Curry ahead to Barnes. Barnes with the flush.
The Golden State Warriors are in the NBA Finals for the first time in 40 years.
Dwight, how do you sum up this season, the regular season and the postseason, in words?
We should be proud of ourselves. We didn't complete the season with, the goal we had in mind, but we got close to it. After all the things we've been through. We did what we could for our city and our team. We got as far as, nobody expected us to. They had written us off from the beginning of the season till now. So we got to hold our heads high and, come back stronger next season.
We've been through a lot of adversity, a lot of injuries this year, a lot of different guys going down. A lot of different guys had to step up. We made it this far. Next year we got to be better, and we will.
When you look at Kevin McHale, what he's accomplished as a player and as a coach in this league, he's one of the best.
He knows the game. He's done it. He's won championships. So he knows what to expect. He knows how to get it done.
That's what it's about for me right now. Let me go to a contender where I can compete for a championship. When you have 2 studs in James Harden and Dwight Howard, you have a realistic shot at winning a championship.
I think if we continue to trust each other and play the way we've been playing, we'll be one step closer. We just have that focus about us. They brought us here for a reason. We want to win.
We're looking forward to getting back. The West is a strong conference, and every game is going to be tough.
If your aspirations as a team is to win a championship, you try to do whatever it takes to help your team win.
We're going to stay humble. We're going to continue to push each other and hold each other accountable, night in and night out. I don't think we all came together just to make it to the Western Conference Finals. If you look around this locker room, if you look around the arena, you see pursuit. All of us are in pursuit of that ring.
We're here for a championship.
Beverley into the basket. Got it! Here come the Rockets. Brewer with the flush. To Ariza for 3. Got it! Terrence Jones two-hand jam. Harden jab, spins, step back, puts it in.
everybody. What's good, Rockets Nation? Stand on your feet. For the sexiest man alive in the universe, the finest Rockets fan ever to walk the face of the planet is here to give you a Rockets Warriors preview. I'm on my way to LA Fitness right now, but I said I promised you that I was going to give you the keys to winning this game for Game 3 here in Houston Toyota Center. I want to see all my fans Toyota Center on their feet, and I want to see them cheering and rooting for the Rockets as we face on the Warriors in Game 3 in a tough, pivotal must-win. We got to win both games at home. This series is far from over. Now, a lot of people say, what do you mean you're down 2-0? Kenny Smith said it best. A series is never presented to itself until a team loses a home game. So as far as I'm concerned, we haven't lost a home game in this series yet. Golden State hasn't. They did their job. They defended home court like I've talked about in previous vids. Now it's our turn to return the favor and to win our home games. So, all right. So today I'm going to talk about matchup breakdowns. We're going to get into the whole 4-1. Hope you guys like the intro. I'm sorry if 5.5 minutes was too long. Just wanted to hype the fans up. Wanted to get you guys excited for Game 3 as we're going to be here in Toyota Center on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 if you're on the Pacific Coast. And any other time, check your local listings. All right, so the things about the Rockets, man, I want to talk about today. I was able to pull up some stats, and I was able to take some notes, If we want to win this game against the Warriors, let's talk about the turnovers. 21.5 turnovers a game, guys, for the first 2 games. That's unacceptable. I don't care if Golden State's averaging 16. We're averaging 21, so we're averaging 5 more turnovers a game than they are. All right, I want to talk about each individual player, and then I'm going to talk about who I think the starting 5 should be, because I did my homework here, and this is, the stats that I pulled up here. So we're going to go ahead and start with Mr. Trevor Ariza. You're the starter of this team. There's no excuse for you to be having 37.5 minutes and averaging 8 points and averaging 2.5 turnovers per game. So you've averaged 5 turnovers to start the series in the first 2 games. And you're only scoring 8 points a game on 37.5 minutes. It's unacceptable, bro. You're missing wide open shots. You're part of the reason why we're in this hole. I just haven't had a chance to address you yet, but I'm going to address you in Game 3 now that we have the stats. James Harden, you're averaging 36.5 minutes, 22.5 points per game. You're averaging 5.5 turnovers. That's unacceptable. You have to minimize your turnovers. And you're also averaging 4 to 5 fouls a game, which means, guess what? You're getting in foul trouble. We can't have our star player getting 4 fouls in the first half in Game 1 and then picking up a 4th foul. Well, actually, technically, you didn't pick up your 4th foul until later on in the 4th, so you did pretty good in the second half of Game 2, but it's still turnovers it's still fouls and turnovers you're creating that's unnecessary. You're getting the team to the line quicker, and we're creating turnovers, which means they're back on transition, running the other way, getting ready to score on us again. That's just unacceptable, guys. We got to minimize this 21.5 turnovers. That's something I wanted to address in this video because I know it's been a problem that we've had all year. But if we want to compete with Golden State, we want to beat them, minimize the turnovers. All right, our dark horse of the team is Jason Terry, 26 minutes. You're averaging 10 points a game with only half a turnover. Be expecting Jason Terry to either have 26 minutes in this game or maybe even get more and get about 30. All right, Dwight Howard, 33 minutes, 13 points a game. You're averaging 4 turnovers, 10.5 rebounds, and 5.5 fouls, including getting fouled out. On 33 minutes for 13 points a game, that's unacceptable. You as a star player of this team, we're paying you an exuberant amount of money, might I add. And I'm expecting nothing less than 20 points and 15 rebounds from you per game. Minimum. All right? All right, so now that we got that out of the way, Josh Smith, 13 minutes a game, 8 points, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls in the first 2 series. It's not bad. Yeah, he's only had 8 points, but he's only gotten 13 minutes a game. It's not bad. Patrick Beverley is also a dark horse of this team, and I know he's our starter. 27 minutes. He's averaging, Beverley's averaging 27 minutes, 7.5 points per game, 0 turnovers, 4 fouls. It's not too bad. He got in foul trouble the last game. Game 1, he wasn't really in foul trouble. Clint Capella, 12 minutes and 2.5 points a game. Don't expect him to get any more minutes than he's already getting. Montionis, 13 minutes, 7.5 points per game. 2.5 turnovers. Is actually not bad for 13 minutes. See, the problem is, Trevor Ariza, I wanted to call you out on this. Montionis is starting along with you. He's getting a third less minutes than you are, and he's scoring the same amount of points as you are. You see what I'm saying? You're getting 25 more minutes than him, but yet you're scoring only half a point more than he is. You're averaging 8, he's averaging 7.5. That doesn't make any sense for our starting player to be getting that kind of minutes and to be receiving with that many points. Knowing you are a shooter, you are a spot-up jump shooter. 8 points a game is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. All right, Corey Brewer, 19 minutes, 2.5 points. He's really hasn't been anywhere defensively or offensively for this team the entire year. I'm expecting him to get less minutes in these next upcoming games. All right. My starting lineup. All right, for the starting lineup, I think should be for Game 3 is at center Dwight Howard, power forward Montionis, small forward Josh Smith, shooting guard James Harden, and Patrick Beverley at the point guard. Now you're going to say, well, wait a minute, why are you benching Ariza? Ariza, 8 points a game, 37 minutes, do the math. It's not cutting it. Josh Smith is averaging the same amount on 13 minutes a game. Fuck it, put him in the starting lineup. Montionis, same thing. He's averaging a third less minutes than Ariza is, but he's scoring the same amount of points. Okay? Beverly's going to guard Curry. James Harden's going to guard Thompson. Now, the Montionis, Josh Smith, they can guard Green and Harrison Barnes. They can switch however they want to do it, but that's the combination I got. And center Dwight Howard is guarding Andrew Bogut. Now, also I want to address something. Sean Livingston is only averaging 12.5 points per game, but he's killing us on the defensive boards on assists and rebounds, offensive rebounds. So Beverly and Brewer both can't guard him, so I'm recommending KJ Daniels to come in, even if KJ Daniels is specifically for defensive purposes. I want him and Ariza both to split the minutes to help guard Sean Livingston. That's what I want. All right, expecting more minutes, Jason Terry and Beasley. I want Beasley. He's averaging 8.5 minutes, 6 points a game. You give him 16 minutes, 12 points a game. You give him 32 minutes, 24 points a game. You get the math? I want Beasley getting more than 8.5 minutes. I want him getting at least a minimum of 15 to 25 minutes for the next game, because we gotta see these guys right here that are averaging less minutes but the same amount of points as some of our starters are, that are getting a third more of the minutes and the same amount of points, a.k.a. Trevor Ariza. How do we beat the Warriors? It's real simple. We need to limit or stop the three-point shooting. I know you're going to say, well, the Warriors are only shooting 9 three-pointers a game. It doesn't matter. That's still 27 points in three-pointers. If we can cut that down in half, that'd be great. Also, we need to defend better, and we need to be more consistent about defending the perimeter. In other words, if we got to force Golden State to have guys like Draymond Green and Harrison Barnes, Harrison Barnes is only averaging 6.6 points a game in this series. If we can make him try to beat us, or we can try to make Draymond Green, who's only averaging 12 points a game, try to beat us, I'm better off with that than having Thompson scoring 28 a game and Curry scoring 24. You see what I'm saying? Make those other guys try to beat us. You see what I'm saying? If we need to double Curry in Game 3, if he's playing, so be it. If we need to even try to double Thompson, just to try to get the ball out of his hands, put more pressure on him, so be it, because they're killing us on the pick and roll. I mean, they're literally wiping the floor with us. And this is another issue I have on the defense. When you're matching up with these guys and they're doing the pick and roll and Thompson and Curry running everywhere, Beverley, you got to keep up with them. You have to. And James Harden, if you see the picks being set, you run over there and go help him. Because these guys are killing us on the pick and roll. We have to figure out how to stop these fools on a pick and roll. If I have to bring in a combination of Beverley and KJ Daniels for a couple of minutes in the game just to see how that rolls, so be it, because I need defensive stops on a consistent basis. And Harden, you're not playing defense. I want you to step up your defensive effort if you want to even make this series go out of Houston. Dwight Howard, you need to box in. You need to be more of an up post, up front kind of center that's more physical. We need you to be a little bit more physical in the paint with Bogut and Ezelia, however you say his name, Fetus Ezelia. It's hard to kind of pronounce his name, so forgive me if I didn't do that. So we have to do everything we can to try to beat this team, and I feel like with the starting lineup I have here, Howard, Montionis, Josh Smith, James Harden, Patrick Beverley. I think this is a solid lineup, the most consistent shooters on our team with the best consistent stats for the minutes they're playing can have a chance to compete with their top 5. I think Josh Smith can guard Draymond Green. I think Montionis can guard Harrison Barnes. Dwight Howard can cover Bogut. James Harden can cover Klay Thompson, and Patrick Beverley can cover Stephen Curry. I like the lineup. And KJ Daniels and Ariza come off the bench, and they're both going to help guard Livingston, because Livingston is killing us. I'm not really too much worried about Barbosa. Spates is okay. He averages 6 to 8, but I really feel like Sean Livingston is their dark horse on their team. And I really feel like we need to find a way to stop him in his tracks. Otherwise, this guy is going to kill us on the bench scoring. He's going to kill us. His 12 points comes in. It puts the other guys in momentum, and the other guys are all fired up. They're hitting their shots. And it's just from a momentum standpoint, it's killing us. We need to figure out a way to stop Sean Livingston, man. I know a lot of you guys are laughing at me right now, but, man, that dude is playing pretty good off the bench. He's doing a hell of a mighty good job. Sorry if I keep pausing in between talking, because I just pulled up to LA Fitness, so this is pretty packed here today. Anyways, I put it in park now. Also, we need to limit turnovers. Like I said, 21.5 turnovers a game. Also, like I said, 21.5 turnovers a game, guys, is unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable. We can't be having turnovers like this and expecting to win. We need to defend better. We need to get more offensive rebounds. We need to get more defensive rebounds. Ball movement. Oh, definitely, without a question. We need ball movement, all right? Ball fucking movement. We're averaging 1 to 2 passes per shot. James Harden is 8 times in the game has taken the shot without the offense being set. This right here pisses me off. Right here. Okay? We need to figure out a way to get the ball moving like the Warriors do, where they find their guys are running around, they're getting the open shots, they're setting picks, Draymond Green's getting his shots. We need to figure out a way to get the ball moving like these guys are doing. Even if every guy's got to touch the ball once. We need to have like a game plan on offense. Also, ball penetration. Harden can't be the only guy driving the ball inside the lane. We need guys like Ariza, Josh Smith, Patrick Beverley, Montionis, all you guys. Even bench players off the bench. We need all of you guys to try to figure out a way to get to the basket and get some points. Okay, so now that we've covered that, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Warriors. So far, Thompson, he's averaging 34 minutes, 25 points a game. Stephen Curry, 20 minutes on 24 points a game. Sean Livingston, 26.5 minutes on 12.5 points per game. Green, 36 minutes, 12 points per game. Spates is averaging 13 minutes, 10.5 points a game. Andre Iguodala, 29 minutes, 10 points a game. Barbosa, 14 minutes, 7.5 points a game. Harrison Barnes, 32 minutes on 6.5. See, like, I would feel more comfortable if he was taking more shots, and we can try to take some of those shots away from Thompson and Curry. Maybe we could double team Curry a little bit more, try to trap him. Same thing with Thompson, just try to get the ball out of their hand, limit their touches. They're going to get their points, but let's just put some pressure on these guys and make them feel like an actual defensive presence is there and that they're not just shooting lights out at all times. Bogut, 21 minutes, 6 points a game. Ezelia, 7 minutes, 6 points a game. Ian Clark, Anderson Varejao, and Brandon Rush have not averaged any points. Their team is averaging 109.5 points per game. The Rockets are averaging 92. They're also averaging 9 3-pointers a game compared to our 6. We're also averaging 7 steals a game. They're getting 10. We also have 15 assists a game. They're averaging 20 assists a game. Turnovers, us 21, Golden State 13. So see, every bit of these categories that we're ahead, it counts against us. And that's how these points are made up. That's how we lost by 9. That's how we lost by 24 in the first game. Or 26 in the first game. See, it's small things like this that I see in these stats that make them so much better than us on a larger scale when it's added together. And it's going to be really hard to compete with this team if you guys are averaging 21 turnovers a game. And Ariza, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to sit out. We're going to have to put you on the bench, you bitch you. Because 37 minutes a game, 8 points, dude, that's unacceptable. You're part of the reason why we're doing bad. But it's not just you. The whole team's doing bad on defense. James Harden, where's the defense at? Step it up. Step up the defense. Dwight Howard, we need more. When you get the ball more, when you get the ball in your hands, start taking more shots. If that's what you got to do to get your points up, start taking more shots. We dish the ball inside, kick it outside if the man inside can't get the score. I mean, there's no reason why we can't win a game or two in this series, or even potentially compete with them to maybe win the series. We're at home the next 2 games. Fans are behind you. Crowd's behind you. Next game's on TNT. And I want you guys to put everything you got out there on the court. That's all I'm asking. Win, lose, draw. I want to see more effort. I want to see less turnovers. I want to see more ball penetration. I want to see better ball movement. I need more points. I need more defensive consistent stops. I need a combination of everything from you guys. I want to see Beasley and Jason Terry with more minutes. Jason Terry about 30, Beasley about 25. I wouldn't mind seeing KJ Daniels also playing about 20 minutes. We need some help with Sean Livingston. And please, somebody sit Trevor Ariza, because this 37 minutes, 37 and a half minutes, and 3 turnovers and 8 points it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, man. Josh Smith is averaging the same amount as you, and he's got 13 minutes. So you got 25 more minutes than him, but yet he's got the same amount of points as you. Okay. Well, hopefully we all learned something from this video. If you guys disagree with anything I have to say, please comment on the bottom. But again, my starting lineup is center Dwight Howard, power forward Monty Onis, small forward Josh Smith, shooting guard James Harden, and point guard Patrick Beverley. Beverley's guarding Curry, Harden on Thompson. Josh Smith is on Draymond Green, Monty Onis on Harrison Barnes, and Dwight Howard is on Andrew Bogut. That is my starting lineup for Thursday. That's the starting lineup I think it should be. But most likely they'll probably go with the same starting lineup as Game 2 with Ariza, Monty Onis, Howard, Beverley, and Harden. So anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. I hope the Rockets come out and win, put everything on the line, get some, play better defense, and we can score on the offensive end. We already know what we're capable of, but we need to play better defense if we want to beat the Warriors, just to even compete with them past the 4-game series. So anyways, I'm out this motherfucker. I said everything I had to say. Go Rockets on Thursday. Let's get this shit popping. Toyota Center. And I'm out this bitch.